We're reviewing the FotodioX Tilt Rocker Shift Adapter to Sony E-Mount, the Nikon F-Mount version to Sony E-Mount, and the Monolta MD to Sony E-Mount. Without any further ado, let's get into the review, starting with build quality. The build quality of both the adapters is lovely. It's made out of this lovely brushed metal. It does not have a rubber shearing gasket, but the adapter feels beautifully premium. There is one flaw with the adapter. It's not so much a flaw as a flaw in general with tilt shift lenses. When you go to tilt it from side to side, the tilt and shift controls can be blocked. But again, not really a con of this adapter. More of a con of the design of tilt shift lenses in general. The ring on the Nikon lens, even if you have a lens which does have aperture ring on it, that ring allows you to change the aperture without the hard click stops. It's a cool feature. It allows you to seamlessly adjust your aperture while you're recording video. The Minolta doesn't have that. I wish it did, but it doesn't. One more thing to note about the build quality. The focusing markings on the lens become inaccurate with this tilt shift adapter. I personally don't find that to be a big deal, but just keep that in mind if that's a big deal to you. Let's talk about the controls of the adapter. To shift the lens, you press the button on the top, that silver button. Then you can grab the body of the adapter and push it from side to side. If you want to shift the lens vertically, there's a button on the side. What is brass? You push that and the lens adapter will rotate. Now to tilt the lens, there is a brass knob. You twist that to tilt the lens. And then you twist it again to lock it in position at the various tilt points. They are marked off at different angles, as you can see. And you twist it to lock it at each point. And then once again, you press the brass knob to rotate the lens adapter so you can control where the ribbon of focus is actually going to be. Let's take a look at what tilting and shifting looks like in practice. This is what shifting looks like. And this is what tilting looks like. This is what tilt and shifting looks like together. As you can see on a full frame using full frame lenses with this adapter, you can get heavy vignetting. And you can even see the mechanism getting in the way in some cases. Some of the lenses you can see here, if you zoom in, the vignetting and the mechanism getting in the way goes away. Even if you have a crop sensor, you're going to have troubles with the lens hood shifting and tilting, so you should take that off. These are some sample photos you can get using this type of adapter. You'll see some examples of tilting and shifting in these example photos. I particularly love the fact in some instances you can get a swirly kind of bokeh effect when you shift. Kind of gives this very painterly looking vibe to the image. Let's talk value. Coming in at $199.95, they are expensive for a dumb adapter. However, an actual tilt shift lens will set you back at least $1,000, if not $2,000 if you get a name brand like Canon or Nikon. Lens Baby does make some couple $100 ones, but again, if you're looking at getting the tilt shift photography cheap and you already have a bunch of full frame lenses, this is a fantastic way to get into it. Now, those who are familiar with tilt shift lenses will make the counterpoint that you can do a lot of this in post. Yes, if you go in the Lightroom, you can click to fix the distortion you get from tilting the lens upward. Fake miniature bokeh effect in post. Personally speaking, I think that only really works with ultra-wide lenses or cameras that are using really tiny sensors like you find on drones and stuff. And also, I don't think the bokeh quite looks as organic and as pretty. But if you already have a bunch of lenses in a certain mount, this is a fantastic way to get into tilt shift photography. Well, that concludes this review. If you wish to support me, you can support me on Redbubble, Society6, and Adobe Stock. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Behance. And don't forget to like and subscribe.